In this lesson, we will help you make your chatbot become more advanced, to collect an order, a booking, or any inquiries from customers. Imagine that, if you have a business such as a fashion shop, a hotel, a restaurant or e-commerce business, etc., and you want to keep track all customers' information, then this is the right lesson for you. In this lesson, we will talk about 5 features that we think are suitable for this course's purpose. First, we will use flow variables to capture information from chat users, which can be used in the future. Second, we will use checkpoint to save our fashion orders in one place. Third, we will cover how to use user attributes and tags for segment customers in the future. And then, we will talk about how to use filter and send broadcast based on user attributes and tags that we have set up. Finally, we will guide you on how to transfer customers' orders from BotStar to Google Sheet through integration. Let's start with the first part, in creating flow variable inside our chatbot to store customer input. We will capture the product customer want to buy, deliver information, customer email, and then use those variables to confirm their order. First, enable expect user response, to store the response of your user. From there, these responses are stored under the name of the block like this. Click the Add Variable button to create a new variable. Enter a name for it. And define the variable type. Now, let's do the same actions with similar blocks, to collect size, quantity, delivery information. These are all the variables we will need. After that, drag and drop the Update Variables action, right after all blocks, to assign these responses to variables. And then enter a name for it. Go to the Properties panel of Update Variables action. Set created variables to the corresponding value. Once it's done, all previous users' responses will be automatically stored in corresponding variables. Finally, we will create a confirmation block. And insert these variables into the content of the block to confirm the customer order. That's it, the bot is ready. Here's the result after you test. After using variables to confirm the order, you can also use those variables in Checkpoint to automatically collect and save orders, and then notify you new orders through email. First, let's go to Checkpoints. Click on Create and collect your first checkpoint button, to start creating your first checkpoint. Enter a name for your checkpoint. Click on plus field in the custom fields to create checkpoint fields. Choose the name for each field. And select the data type as text. The idea is that you will create checkpoint fields, corresponding to flow variables, and set it as the default value to save the data. If you want to track your orders, you can create the delivery status field in checkpoint setting, with tag data type. Similarly, do the same to create the remaining checkpoint fields. Don't forget to save, otherwise, the changes won't take effect. Go back to your flow. Drag, and drop a save to checkpoint action, next to the confirmation block. And select the created checkpoint in the Save to checkpoint. After the setting, your checkpoint will automatically set to default values. If you want your bot to send notification emails about new orders, drag an email to operator action right after the checkpoint. You can adjust the subject line, email content, add bot owner, and collaborators' email addresses into the action configuration. Great work! Let's test our flow in the preview. After filling all the information, you will have the data in checkpoint like this. And you will receive the new order notification email like this one. Now we will learn how to automatically manage and keep track of customers' information, using the custom attributes, and then categorize customers with tags. Now we are in our chatbot flow. Click the Data panel and go to User Attributes. Choose to manage user attributes. And create 3 fields are name, email, and phone number, to collect and save the name, email, phone number of the customer. Go into the module Customer Information and drag the Update Variables action after created blocks collecting customers' information. Then drag the Update User Attributes action, next to the Update Variables action, to update user attributes automatically. Click the Update User Attributes action, and set created attributes to the corresponding value. Drag the tag action next to the Save User attribute. And add a tag name as Purchased Customer. Now, every time the conversation goes through this point, the customer will get tagged with the value you have already set. Once the Update User Attributes and tag action are set, when customers interact with the bot, you will see their data appear in the audience details like this. The attributes that bot receives from Facebook will show up at the top left column, while the custom attributes you create yourself are at the bottom left corner. That is how our user attribute and tag feature work in the system. And now, in this part, We will guide you on how to use that user attribute, and tag to filter customers and send the broadcast message to those customers. Let's assume you want to send a coupon that gives thanks to purchased customers. Now we are going to show you how to do it. First, go to Messages. Broadcast. Click on New Broadcast. Or broadcast your first message to create your first broadcast. Choose a name for your broadcast. Then compose your messages into the text message. Or select Existing Block to send messages to the subscribers using a created block in Flow Editor. Choose your broadcast's content type as promotional. Filter broadcast recipients by purchased customer, tag or user attributes. If you'd like to send the message right away, just click on the Send Immediately option. To schedule the broadcast sends at a different time, select the Schedule for Later option. When you're finished with these settings, the last step is to click Create button. Here is an example of how messages are received via your customer's messenger. In this final part, you will learn how to integrate BotStar with Google Sheet. First, log into your Google account. Create a spreadsheet named Monaco Shop Customers Orders. And fill in the information you want to save in Google Sheet. Then go back to BotStar app, go to Integrations. Turn on Google Sheet. Connect your Google account. Return to Module Shopping of Monaco Shop Chatbot Flow, and then drag and drop Google Sheet Update block after the checkpoint action. We will set up the Google Sheet Update block like this. Now, test the flow. After typing all the information, go to the spreadsheet Monaco Shop Customers Orders to view the result. Here is what we will see. Congratulations! After 4 lessons, you've already built a basic chatbot for the fashion shop. In the next lesson, you will learn how to soften your chatbot. So don't miss the next lesson.